Welcome back, everybody, to the Tennessee Titans franchise on Madden 23. Is today the day the Titans finally get their first win for new head coach Hayden John Charles? It has been a tough start to the year, with 2 lopsided defeats and then 2 heartbreaking losses. The Titans are 0-4. Before we get into the game, though, we have a few things to take care of. I'd like to see us get a deal done with Amani Hooker, and offered him an extension really close to what he got in real life, but he wants more money. So we'll try again later, and there are a few more players to keep in mind, like Nate Davis, and if this season doesn't turn around fast, could some of these players be perhaps traded? Well, on that note, today we will be making our first trade of the franchise, and this was one that was actually offered to us basically by the Jets last episode, and we are going to do a swap of running back Dontrell Hilliard for wide receiver Denzel Mims, who really has not panned out with the Jets the way I thought he might. I thought he was a really intriguing player coming out of Baylor, and he's still only a couple years into his career, so we are going to give him that fresh start that some players need. He doesn't yet have an NFL touchdown and only 31 career catches. And he has fellow Baylor receiver Josh Gordon to act as a mentor early in his career. And the big reason why I wanted to make this trade is because I trust and really like Julius Chestnut, and think that even though we've only seen him carry the ball a handful of times, I like him and want him to be a part of this offense going forward. Now, one thing I was very excited about for this game is that Christian Fulton would have his big breakout chance, and he has been our best corner and one of our better defensive players so far this season. However, we get to practice, and you can see where this is going. By the way, we make a change here for our focus players, making Nicholas Petit-Frere one of our players getting extra experience. And then in practice, Christian Fulton and Ugo Amadi both get hurt. They will not play in this game, and we're down to 4 healthy corners. So that's really unfortunate because he was playing better, and this is a receiving core I'd love to have him out there against. But it's next man up as we get underway in Week 5 with the Commanders. And they will start with the football here across the 25-yard line. And here is Carson Wentz, the defending NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he opens in the air on first down, completing to his tight end, Logan Thomas. Gain of 11. This is a very talented Commanders offense, and they will throw again. Downfield this time, and the catch is made. And there's the rookie, Jahan Dotson. He was a first-round pick selected 2 selections before Treylon Burks. Now the pass is hauled in, and there is Curtis Samuel, who is healthy again this year after the big deal Washington gave him a year ago. Antonio Gibson now running inside, and the Commanders are putting together a great start to this opening drive. The Titans' opening drive defense has been abysmal this season. They pressure Wentz and get him on the ground. It's Ola Adeniyi, the sack leader for the Tennessee defense. And that sets up a 3rd and 11. Wentz checks it underneath. Gibson stayed in bounds, and he lost the football, and it's scooped up. That is Caleb Farley. He's got blockers, and he will take this all the way for a Tennessee touchdown and gives them their first lead of the season. Finally, it shouldn't take this long. What a hit put on by Zach Cunningham. He is so close to the sideline, that second step even closer, and Cunningham just jars that ball out. And now they're taking a second look at this play, and it can't be the fumble. It has to be whether or not he stepped out. This second step is awfully close, but you can still see green on the other side of his cleat. And they have overturned the call. Are you kidding me? No touchdown for Tennessee, no lead, and the Commanders get a field goal. How do you overturn that? It should be 7-0 Titans right now. I don't care, 6-0. Randy Bullock hits the upright. Anything. I just want to lead. And we don't have it. But it is 3-0. I guess that is an improvement. And the Titans get started here in the air. Ryan Tannehill takes off running inside. Gain of 6. This is an extremely talented front four they're facing, by the way. On third down, the catch is made. And here goes Robert Woods after the catch. He's all the way to the Washington 42. Big catch and run. Now they try Derrick Henry, and there is just nowhere to go. Jonathan Allen, the first one there. This is a loaded front four. And now on 3rd and 11, they pressure Tannehill, who throws beyond the line of scrimmage. It won't count. And that's also going to end this drive. No fumbles. Can you believe that? Antonio Gibson, who had a big fumble problem as a rookie, got away with one there. An absolute gift. Wentz outside. Nice adjustment, Jahan Dotson. Gain of 10. Commanders at their own 36-yard line, and they'll run inside. Gibson. Solid run. Gain of 7. And now J.D. McKissick checks in on 2nd down. They pressure Wentz, and the pass is way off the mark to the Washington bench, and it's 3rd down. They need 3 yards. Pressure picked up, and wide open is Terry McLaurin. 1st down, Commanders at the 33-yard line. This is not a good offense to be missing a couple corners against, and now Gibson with a nice run. He's down to the 22-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st and 10. Wentz underneath. Gibson jukes out Cunningham. And he gets 11 more. Commanders moving the football well. But now met with a 3rd and 9. And I think they got a defender to jump there. And that'll make it a 3rd and 4 instead. Ball moved up to the 5. Here comes Simmons. Wentz pass is dropped in the back of the end zone by Dotson. He had a defender flash in front of his face, and maybe that threw off the concentration. But it's a 6-0 start. Tennessee not letting them get touchdowns at least, as Derrick Henry picks up 5. It's a 3rd down for the Titan offense. Just getting rid of it. Caught by Austin Hooper. And the Titans get a 1st down, gain of 16. That pressure, though, it's showing up early and often. And they'll try to run Henry. He breaks the tackle of Sweat, but still only gets 2 yards. Very slow start up front. Pressured again quickly. Montez Sweat almost had the sack, and it's 3rd down. Spreading the defense out, and the pass caught by Hooper. Another big conversion on 3rd down. Now they're showing blitz. You don't have to actually blitz, do you? Well, they get the unblocked defender, and down goes Tannehill. It's Montez Sweat. That was a whiff for Nicholas Petit-Frere. 3rd and 11. Caught by Burks. And they're just building an offense right now out of desperate 3rd down conversions. They'll run Henry left side. And that's maybe a gain of 3. Showing that pressure again. 3rd and 6. They drop out of it. Tannehill's got time, and he's intercepted. Threw it right to the defender, trying to get to Robert Woods. He's got to put some touch on this one, and he had time to be patient and make the right throw, too. And the Commanders will take over here in the 2nd quarter, 9:25 remaining. Wentz spins around, and that is a forward pass, apparently. I thought Danico Autry forced a fumble right there. 3rd down, lob downfield, and knocked away from Dotson. Farley on the coverage. This is the best start for our defense all season. But we can't get Derrick Henry going here in this first half at all. Ball at the 39. Tannehill gets it away. It's caught by Treylon Burks. And he puts the ball on the ground. Washington has it. And Hooper saves the touchdown. We just can't stop getting out of our own way. Back-to-back turnovers. Washington ball. Here's a pass deep to the end zone, and it's broken up by Caleb Farley. They're really trying to get Dotson going today. 2nd and 10. Wentz in trouble, and he's swallowed up. Danico Autry with the sack. Can the defense get off the field again? 3rd and 16. They only bring 3. Wentz doesn't want to run this. He wants to let it go. He does, and it's well shy of the mark. And the Titans defense has done phenomenal to this point to only allow 6 points. And it should be even less. Great punt, though. Long way to go now for the Tennessee offense. Titans come out in the I formation, running right. And welcome back to Nate Davis, first game since week 1. He's healthy again. Throwing on 2nd down, Austin Hooper across the 10. Can't quite convert, and it's 3rd and short. I form again. Henry the give. Doesn't get it. Not even close. And the Commanders force us to go 3 and out. I was not looking forward to our matchup against this defense. And now Gibson's got the opening. He picks up around 10 yards. And he's ran well when given the football, but they've been very pass-heavy. To the air again on 1st down. Wide open is Dotson. Wentz got out of the way just in time. And Jahan Dotson has them inside the red zone. Wentz looks to the end zone again, and this one's broken up by Roger McCreary, the rookie out of Auburn who's helping replace Christian Fulton today. 3rd down now. Wentz has plenty of time, now looks to run with it and slides down at the 6. The defense has done it once again. It's only 9-0. And Tannehill completes, tight window there to Robert Woods. But they could really use just one long drive right here. 3rd and 7. Hit as he throws and picked off. Tannehill climbed up into the pocket and climbed too far, putting himself in some trouble and just couldn't get anything behind the throw. 3rd first half takeaway for Washington. And Wentz's hit. This one falls short. We are really wasting a terrific defensive effort here in the first half. And now Gibson gashing them again inside the 10. Converts on 3rd and 4. The Titans have used the timeout. 1 remaining as Wentz has Thomas. And he breaks the plane. And the Commanders finally get a touchdown. They've had chances and don't cash in until now. And it's going to be, with this extra point, 16-0. We've just gotten nothing out of the offense in this half. And they just run it here. It's Henry on 1st down. His best run comes when it wasn't even a good idea to run. 47 seconds left, and Tannehill is sacked. And that's Daron Payne. Front 4 has been having a day up front. They need 13. Tannehill throws, and a man is wide open. And that is the newest Tennessee Titan. That is Denzel Mims. First catch of 2022. 13 seconds on the clock. Tannehill throws across the middle, and they have no timeouts remaining. It's caught, but it won't matter. And the Washington Commanders take this lead into halftime, pitching a shutout, 16-0. It's been nothing but frustration ever since the Caleb Farley reverse touchdown that should have stood. And even beyond that play, the defense has played so well overall, but the offense hasn't done anything. They try Derrick Henry on 1st down, and Washington's all over it now that the running game is part of the expectation again. 2nd down. That's caught, and that's Robert Woods. Very tight window. 2 tight ends on the left side, and Henry running that way has a decent pickup again. 5 yards. 10 carries, 27 yards for Henry as he gets it again. This time breaks through. And he is down to the Washington 43. Best carry of the day. That's a play fake on 1st down. And wide open. It's caught by Jeff Swaim. And the Titans have driven down into the red zone finally. 30 yards on the pass from Tannehill. Now, second down to the end zone, and this is knocked away from Treylon Burks. It's third down. 3 receivers to the right side. Tannehill running around, trying to find the opening, and he's intercepted again! This time out of the end zone. And he had passed the line of scrimmage for the second time today. It just wasn't there. And the Commanders take over again. Wentz, deep ball. It is caught at the sideline. What a play by Samuel. He steps out at the 50. Fake to Gibson, pressured by Autry, but Wentz gets away, fires to the end zone, touchdown Terry McLaurin! And the Commanders extend their lead on one of the best throws I've seen from Wentz since people thought he was a top 10 quarterback. Unbelievable. He just outruns Kevin Byard. And the Commanders now have a commanding lead. And if you don't mind, for the remainder of this one, I would just like to focus on the highlights. By this point, I was very frustrated with this game and just kind of wanted it to be over with. Something happened in the game pregame I was already a little annoyed by, and then, you know, the Farley touchdown reversed, and then some of these turnovers. I was just like, get me out of here. I don't even want to win this game. I just want it to be over. So we're going to speed things up here a bit. We do drive down into the red zone very next drive. To the corner this time, touchdown. That's Nick Westbrook-Ikhine scoring the first wide receiver touchdown of the entire season in the 5th game. Titans going for 2. Got it to Treylon Burks. So now it's a 23-8 game. We finally scored. 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Wide open Terry McLaurin once again. If we don't pressure Wentz, one of these receivers is going to get open. We did a pretty good job pressuring Wentz, though. But then Gibson finds some open space. They really ran the ball well. They just didn't run the ball a whole lot. Back into the red zone again on 1st and goal. Wide open. Touchdown number 2 for Terry McLaurin here in the 3rd quarter. That goes and makes this game 30-8 Washington. And somehow here in the second half, we began to open up the running game a little bit with Derrick Henry. I was pretty shocked by that after getting like 2 yards a carry to start things. Not a good time to miss that throw, Tannehill. Wasn't happy about that. We moved to 4th down. Only a 4-man rush. And Henry makes the catch. First down, Titans. 3 receivers in the game. Henry to the right side. He breaks the tackle and takes us down inside the 15. It's actually a 100-yard day. I couldn't believe it. 3rd down, sacking Tannehill back at the 13. This offensive line was certainly in my head the entire time. We move to 4th down. Tannehill throws outside, and we get a penalty marker down. Defensive pass interference. So now we have it inside the 10. New set of downs. Tannehill to throw, and he's intercepted in the end zone. 4th of the game. Playing offense has just been incredibly challenging in this series. We don't have a great offensive line, great receivers, a great quarterback. There's nothing that makes passing easy. And Washington, a little play fake on 2nd down. Wentz, he's going to run with it and gets in for the touchdown, extending the Commanders' lead. So for a while, this game was within reach, and now it's just going to be Malik Willis finishing things out with just a couple minutes remaining. So we've gotten to see a bit of Malik Willis now for the last few weeks. Tough to break the pocket against this front 4, and he goes down. It's a loss of 5. 2 minutes to play now in the game, and somehow this one got to Chestnut. He dropped it. We moved to 3rd down and 15. Willis all the way outside. He had Burks and overthrew him. Those medium throws definitely give him a lot of trouble. 4th down. Willis gets hit, just puts it up, and it's batted around and incomplete. We give it back to Washington. They add 3. And with just a few seconds or a few plays left to go in this game, there is a nice throw to Treylon Burks. 27 seconds to go. Willis. Here's one downfield. A nice throw to Treylon Burks. Best I've seen from him so far this year. Down to 20 seconds. Underneath for Kyle Phillips. The only passes he's caught are from Malik Willis. And time for one last play. Throwing to the end zone. Mims is down there, and it's incomplete. And the Commanders win the game 40-8. The defense played so well early on. It was frustrating to not be able to make this a game. And I know, like, none of my series have ever started like this. Even, like, the expansion or the startup Kalispell Warhawks did not play like this against every team. This was just a really frustrating game. I think I let their D-line kind of get in my head, and I began to just kind of microwave the entire process too quickly on offense, and there were certainly chances where the offensive line protected well enough. I don't think I have to adjust the slider. I think we're just bad up front, but not as bad as I was making it out to be. And it was frustrating to play good defense, but abysmal offense. So the breakout player scenario with Christian Fulton, obviously he got hurt, but yet the game gives him star dev and all the upgrades. Now what happened pregame is that I went through the whole things to do and the training and everything, and Fulton didn't get hurt. But then I got kicked off the servers, I load back into franchise, and I had to do all that again. I had to trade for Mims, change his number, do the training, and on the second go-around, of course, Fulton gets injured. If it happened the first time, I'd just say, okay, it happens. But it's just so annoying, like the servers didn't save, I had to redo it, and now I had to deal with that. That was the first little thing. So now I'm wondering if I should, level up his skills and then bring him back down, because like he shouldn't have broke out. He did not step foot on the field. Let me know what you think down below. But I think that now as we reach the bye week, I've got to retool the offense a little bit and maybe find some more things for us to do. Like, I didn't envision us actually turning the ball over this much because I thought the passing game, we'd have something better in terms of the quick game. And I've got to find some different plays. I want to find a good package of RPOs because I think that'll open things up a lot more for us. And hey, the bye week is the right time to make some changes. But I thought, hey, if this is another disappointing episode, why don't we talk about this draft class now, really for the first time? And we have to consider, like, we are 0-5. If we are in position to take a very good quarterback, I don't think we can pass. Miles Jeffrey is the quarterback I have my eyes on right now, just because everything we know is really positive. 3 A grades. Now, it's too early in the season to know a lot. Later in the year at 50% completion, we'll have a better idea, but I'm keeping an eye on him. I do want to develop Malik Willis, but if there's a chance to take a really high-level prospect, I can't pass. Now, one thing we will have to address no matter what is this offensive line. And there seems to be some pretty solid options here at the top, so if we end up, picking top 3 and are in position for a quarterback, it could change our plans. But ideally, we would come out of the draft and be able to improve this offensive line, improve the playmaking situation as well. But there are only so many picks. I feel like this would be a great year to have, 3 or 4 first-round picks to start filling in some of these gaps. But at the very least here, with these 30% completion scouting profiles, there do seem to be a lot of players that we should be keeping an eye on and could be legitimate options for us in the first round. But in my experience here with Madden 23, they've done a better job at making the second and third round talents a bit better right off the bat. So you can play some of these guys early, maybe some day 3 interior linemen, which emulates more of what you see in real life. there are 4th round guards, 6th round guards starting every year. And I think that we might be able to find a pretty good interior lineman in that 3rd or 4th round and come away with another starter, which would be huge for us. Now, I did screw up the scouting here in this series and my Vikings. I brought in the scouts I wanted. Timmy Church, by the way, looks really good. But I brought in the scouts that I wanted, and I think I forgot to assign them to their regions. Although I thought I remember doing that. I guess I missed it. So we don't have the right national scout, and the regions are kind of messed up. So I might not have as much info as I would like. But I still feel like with this system, I'll be able to find plenty of talent I'm interested in. And then make use of our individual workouts and our focus players. So offensive line, absolutely a must, but also wide receiver. The issue here, I don't want to lock myself in to a certain archetype, because as Howie Roseman alluded to sometime recently, that led him to take Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. I want a guy who can stretch the field vertically, but I can't just focus in on the best deep threat, because that's not the right way to build a team. I just have to find the best receiver at this point. If we were the Chargers instead, and you have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, it's easier to say, go get a deep threat. But us, the Tennessee Titans, we have to just find the best receiver instead. Or maybe the best pass rusher. There are a lot of directions we could go in the first draft eventually. We still have 12 more games to go this year. And I'm hoping that these next 12 games can be a lot more watchable than the first 5. I will be retooling this playbook a little bit. I think I'm learning some things defensively. We started strong in this game. And we'll go from there. And hopefully by the time we reach the offseason, EA has sorted their stuff out and they can fix this bug that is derailing people's franchises. Here's a bug I ran into. Having, infinite loading here. Trying to just move on to the next week. This has only happened to me a couple times, but there's something wrong with their servers, man. But the issue where people get reverted back to their previous draft has been really concerning, and I really don't want it to happen in any of my series. So we've reached the bye week. We are going to stay grinding, and we're going to get the extra XP. We could use it, and our next game is against the Colts, a team that we just saw last episode. Maybe with some changes on offense and what I've learned defensively, we're able to have a chance at getting our first win. You'll notice that breakout DB scenario there at the top. That is, again, Christian Fulton. I don't know if it's just like a redo of the one where he was hurt. But I clicked on that just to see who it was and then dashboarded out. And it saved that, apparently. So I know it's Fulton again. But basically, he got to star dev and 20,000 experience. But what I think I should probably do is just see where all these points go, take them back to where they were, put them back at normal development, and then treat this week like a proper breakout scenario. And I could always just put these points right back onto him if he does what he's supposed to do and should have gotten the upgrade. You can let me know what you think, but that's how I'd like to handle it, I believe. Nicholas Petit-Frere. Upgrading him. Really want to develop some good offensive linemen here. We need the help a lot. And thankfully, we're getting healthier. But you saw today just how overmatched we are with some of these great D-lines. It's tough. But right now, it's back to the drawing board. After our first 5 games, we are 0-5. We are the worst team right now in the NFL. The Colts are missing a couple players in this next game, by the way. Center Ryan Kelly will be missing, along with linebacker Alexander Johnson, who played really well against us last episode. So is this the week the Titans can break through? We'll find out next time. Thank you all for watching the episode. I know it was a tough one. It's been a tough season, but I'm going to do my best to at least have this team play entertaining football the rest of the way. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you next time.